Hello everyone, myself Rutvipal. My dissertation topic is monster in the age of fan fiction, cultural memory and rewriting of Frankenstein in Man-Made Boy and Dr. Frankenstein daughter. And here is academic and presentation details and table of content. We will follow this and chapterization. First chapter of the dissertation introduce the research topic, background of the study, research problem, research question, hypothesis, objective and methodology. It established the significance of examining Frankenstein through the framework of fan fiction, rewriting and cultural memory. And chapter 2 reviews major theoretical discussion on myth, cultural memory, fan fiction studies, and Frankenstein adaptation. It synthesizes existing scholarship and identifies the research gap that the present study seek to address. And chapter 3, fan fiction, cultural memory, and rewriting of Frankenstein in Man-Made Boy. This chapter develops the theoretical framework and applies it to a textual analysis of John Scovron Man-Made Boy. It examines how the novel transforms Shelley's monster through the genealogy, adolescence, and contemporary culture concern. And chapter 4, rewriting the Frankenstein legacy in the Dr. Frankenstein daughter. This chapter analyzes Susan Ven's Dr. Frankenstein daughter as a rewriting of Shelley's narrative. It focuses on themes of inheritance, gender, scientific authority, and cultural memory. And last, chapter 5 summarize the finding of the studies and revisit the research hypothesis, question, and objective. It demonstrates the Frankenstein saga as a cultural myth through the process of rewriting and fan fictional reinterpretation. And chapter 1 introduction. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein has become one of the most influential texts in modern literature and popular culture. The figure of the Frankenstein monster has moved beyond the original novel and function today as a cultural myth that represent the anxiety about science, creation, and technological power. According to cultural theories, literary texts survive through the adaptation, reinterpretation, and narrative transformation. In contemporary culture, Frankenstein is continuously rewriting through the film, adaptation, and fan fiction narrative. Fan fiction allow reader to become active participants in storytelling, transferring canonical text and expanding their narrative possibilities. Thus, Frankenstein can be understood as a living cultural narrative preserved through a cultural memory and creative reinterpretation. And the theoretical framework of the study, Jan Essem's cultural memory helps to explain how Frankenstein survived as a cultural narrative. Ronald Barth, myth or semiotics myths theory, help to interpret the monster as a cultural myth. And Henry Jenkins, fan fiction or participatory culture, shows how fan rewrite and expand the story. And Michel Foucault authorship explains shifting authorship in fan fiction. And conceptual approach of rewriting helps to analyze how fan fiction rewrites Frankenstein. My hypothesis is to this study hypothesized that Man-Made Boy and Dr. Frankenstein daughter rewrite Frankenstein through the logic of fan fiction, transferring the monster from a figure of fear and significant danger into a symbol of cultural memory, identity, and ethical responsibility. These rewritings show how the Frankenstein myth adapts to modern concerns such as belonging, family, genders, and emotional inheritance. And my primary research question is, how do Man-Made Boy and Dr. Frankenstein daughter reinterpret and rewrite Frankenstein within the cultural logic of fan fiction? And what does this rewriting reveal about contemporary understanding of monstrosity and cultural memory? These are the secondary research question, and these are the list of objective and which I try to answer in the chapter 3 and 4. And literary review, these scholars and theory I applied try to apply in my chapter 3 and 4. That Ronald Barth myth theory helped me to explain how Frankenstein function as a cultural myth and cultural memory, to show how the Frankenstein narrative survive across the generation. And as trade is literary memory, which helped me to explain literature as a medium of cultural memory. And adaptation theory helped helped me to show how the stories and endure through the retelling and transformation. And Michel Foucault's authorship helped me explain how fan fiction redistributed authorship and meaning. And Henry Jackson participated cultural demonstrated show fan as a active creator who reinterpreted text. And fan fiction studies exemplify fan fiction as a creative cultural practice. And Frankenstein remix culture show how Frankenstein survived through the remix and rewriting. And research gap existing scholarship examine myth culture, memory adaptation, and fan fiction separately, but these framework are often studied separately rather than integrated. Studies on Frankenstein mainly focus on canonical text and professional adaptation. Fan fiction is under explored, especially in relation to cultural memory. Fan fiction studies emphasize participatory culture and authorship, but rarely consider fan fiction as a practice of cultural memory. There is a lack of text-centered analysis of specific Frankenstein fan fiction works. So, this study integrate myth theory, cultural memory, adaptation, and fan fiction studies to analyze contemporary Frankenstein fan fiction as a site of cultural memory. And chapter 3, fan fiction, cultural memory, and the rewriting of Frankenstein in Mad Boy. This chapter integrate fan fiction studies, rewriting theory, and myth theory, and cultural memory to analyze contemporary reinterpretation of Frankenstein or modern Prometheus. Henry Jenkins describes fans as a textual poachers who rework element of mass culture into new narratives. Marian Rabi defined rewriting as writing anew and writing back to earlier texts. And Jen explained that cultural memory preserve narrative through symbolic forms such as literature. This theoretical Ronald Barthes argued that the myth is a type of speech through the which cultural narratives acquire broader symbolic meaning. This theoretical perspective demonstrates how narrative move beyond their original context and continue to evolve through the reinterpretation. Fan fiction and rewriting allow canonical narrative to survive by continually transforming their meaning and sustaining their presence within cultural memory. And applying the framework, rewriting the Frankenstein myth, Ronald Barthes has argued that myth is a type of speech that turns historical narrative into cultural symbols. Jeffrey Jones coined right that the monster's body is a cultural body expressing social fans. And the novel relocate Shelley's Gothic narrative into a young adult coming of age framework where the monster son struggle with a belonging, family legacy, and self-define. By presenting the monster family within contemporary culture, the text humanize monstrosity and reframe it as a question of identity rather than horror. This chapter shows that the Frankenstein myth survive through the rewriting, demonstrating the contemporary young adult fiction as a vital site where cultural memory is reshaped for a new generation. And chapter 4, rewriting the Frankenstein legacy, fan fiction, cultural memory, and the mythic continuity in Dr. Frankenstein daughter. This chapter analyze how Dr. Frankenstein daughter rewrite Frankenstein through the framework of fan fiction, cultural memory, and mythic adaptation. The chapter examine fan fiction and rewriting, how when reinterpret Shelley's narrative and expands its mythic structure and cultural memory, that how the Frankenstein story survived through the archives such as generals, architectures, and inherited narratives. Mythic continuity that show how the monster evolved from a physical body into a abstract cultural legacy. And gender and scientific authority show that how the narrative shift from the male scientific ambition to female intellectual inheritance. And ethical intent show that how the daughter comfort and reinterpret Victor Frankenstein legacy. The transformation of Frankenstein myth from scientific creation to generalization cultural memory. And rewriting the Frankenstein myth, archive legacy and inheritance. In the Frankenstein, creation is a dramatic scientific act. Victor declares a life and the death appeared to me deal bound, which I should first break through. The creature monstrosity is physically visible. In Dr. Frankenstein daughter, the monster no longer appears as a body but as a legacy and inheritance. The daughter encounter their father through generals. These are our father's writing and they are amazing. The Frankenstein name itself become a cultural burden. Frankenstein is my name, so why shouldn't I use it? As Jane Asman explained, cultural memory survive through the archive text and symbolic form, allowing narratives to persist across the generation. Through fan fictional rewriting, Dr. Frankenstein daughter transformed Shelley's Gothic monster into a structure of cultural memory where monstrosity serves as an archive, inheritance, and intergenerational responsibility. Conclusion: this dissertation demonstrates the Frankenstein. Survive not as a fixed Gothic narrative but as a living cultural myth continuously reshaped through the rewriting of fan fiction, drawing on Ronald Barthes myth of function as a type of speech that transform historical narrative into a flexible cultural symbols. Through Jane Asman's concept of cultural memory, canonical texts persist as archive that preserve and reinterpret meaning across a generation. Contemporary novels such as Man-Made Boy and Dr. Frankenstein daughter extended Shelley's narrative through the fan fiction rewriting, transforming monstrosity into a genealogy, identity, and inherited responsibility. As Jeffrey Jerome Cohen notes, the monster body is the cultural body. In modern rewriting, this body evolves from physical horror into a symbolic structure of memory, identity, and social meaning. The Frankenstein myth endures not through the perceived but through continuous reinterpretation, demonstrating that contemporary young adult fiction and fan fiction are vital site where cultural memory is actively reshaped for a new generation. These are the bibliography. Thank you. This is from my side. Okay, sir.
On a new page.
Okay, sir.
And when you are giving justify paragraph, you have to see that there are lots of space in between. In that case, don't justify. Let it be left aligned only.
Okay, sir.
If there is lots of space in between. Okay? And you have given this hanging paragraph style
Yes, sir.
in this references. Okay? Primary and secondary source, you have to differentiate.
Okay, sir.
So how does the monster is rewritten in this one, Frankenstein's daughters?
In that they are the daughter of Victor Frankenstein and he is dead, and through the journal or the letter she came to know that his father through the galvanism and he create a monster, and so this way she tried to create reading those journals, and later she tried to create a monster, and so this generate that in that this is in this book she tried to present that the new generation are trying to create a monster.
So the daughters are trying to create monsters in this film.
One of the in this book there are two daughters, but one is interested to read his father's she came to know about his father's diary, and she went their previous castle, and she tried to create reprocess all this thing whatever the written by Victor.
But what is this connection with monster in this? Monster is absent.
Yes, through the journals we came to know that there is a character of the monster, not specifically mentioned.
So you want to see monsters in the age of fan fiction. But if monster is not there in this work, Do you see the title?
Yes, sir.
Monsters in the Age of Fan Fiction, and this you say as a fan fiction, but there is no monster.
There is monster. She is trying to recreate the monster.
Hmm.
First, she read her
Have you read the novel or seen
most
is it a
of the-
film
not
also or only novel?
whole novel, not most of the part with.
No, but then how can you say with I have not read, so I cannot tell whether you are telling is right or wrong. But from your tone, it seems you are in doubt. You are not confident that whether these things are there or not. Now, if it is not there, then
It is there. Which part I read? There, she read his father diary, and then she went their old library of his father, and she revisit all the process.
but is the monster coming to life, doing anything? Then his character is changing.
Sir, that I have to
So see.
reread.
So that you have to see, because your title is this, Monsters in the Age of Fan Fiction. So what happens to monster in both this text? How is monster's character changing? What
In
if
man-made boy, boy is a son of a monster, and they are living underground, and his father is not allowing him to come out from that underground, but because his face, all these are ugly, and they all are there thinking that human being will not accept that. But one day the boys came out from that underground, and she loves one dance girls, and she fall in love with him, and most probably he accept him as well. Then he realized that humans are not as much we are thinking that bad. So
in that, the ugliness of monster is dealt in. That is the point. So what part of monster's character is dealt when the retelling happens? So you can say ugliness. The monster was very ugly. Mary Shelley's monster was very ugly looking. Now that's why he was abhorred by other people. That's why he was not treated well, and he reacts back in that manner with the people. But the very beginning point is that he is made ugly looking. So if that part, if they play, and then you said how you accept ugliness, then you can think of that. The rejection of ugliness in 1818, Mary Shelley's imagination, acceptance of ugliness in a fan fiction. What does it say about the changing time? That way you can try to analyze that. So you have to pick up something that is commonly found, and then the analysis can be done.
in this both novel, character are very young in both novel. In boy is also 16 around, and both daughters are also in same age.
Okay, but go through. I have not read, so I can't say more. But
Okay.
if that is the thing, then you have to thoroughly read, and then only you will be able to make something out of it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, next.